Hey, Cosmic Soul family. Ella Ivy here with Lives on Astrology. I wanted to pop on here and talk about these upcoming days. Today is March 20th. It is the vernal equinox, the balance of light and dark here in the northern hemisphere of the United States. And so, why is this important, especially in relation to not just astrology, but what's happening energetically as far as, what's happening on planet Earth? And these approaching energies are also denoting what are called Cazimis. So a Cazimi means in the heart of. So whenever the sun is conjunct a planet, and it's usually a very tight conjunction, and conjunctions mean they're right next to each other. So when the sun is conjunct or right next to another planet within 17 minutes of each other, right? It's called in the heart of. That means that the sun is coming into the heart of the planet it's conjuncting. So we've got two Casimis happening over here over the next few days between the 22nd and the 25th. The first Casimi is going to be the sun next to conjunct in the heart of Neptune, our planet of dreams, visions, unity. This is a very potent time to be dreaming a new dream, to be seeing, because the sun's going to be right there in the heart of it, where we have been under illusion, under falsity, under straight up lies about humanity and spirituality, all things Neptune, right? So it's going to be really illuminating not only where we've been lying to ourselves, but where we have been lied to as a collective. So this is a very important time over the next few days to just be really aware of your emotions, because Pisces, Neptune has to do with our emotional body, has to do with our unconscious. So things from the past, we're just coming out of this Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So people from the past, situations from the past, things that were stirred up in your unconscious and our collective unconscious needs to be looked at through the sun, right? Cassimi in the heart of where we have been lying to ourselves, where we still have addictions, where we still have escapist tendencies. This is all very much Neptune. It's being clearly illuminated where we didn't feel safe in our bodies and where we basically use these escape tendencies to take off, right? And this is not right or wrong or good or bad. This is not about blaming. This is about learning how to adapt to our environment in this really inverted reality. And probably a lot of us who are sensitive, who are empathic, picked up on these distorted energies very early in life. So we had to create, these escapist tendencies. So this Cassimi is going to really illuminate where you have been escaping your reality, or it's going to be dissolving any false reality you created, again, based on beliefs that we inherited from early education, from early childhood, from our ancestors. This is a very pivotal time to be just, first of all, balanced with where we've been out of balance, to show this again, vernal equinox is showing where, because it's balanced light and dark, where we have been out of balance within our own consciousness. And then we have another Cassimi happening on March 25th, right? And that's going to be conjunct, or the sun is going to be in the heart of or conjunct Saturn. And Saturn is our taskmaster. It's our responsibilities. It's our inner authority. It's the planet that helps us create and think about things for the long term, right? Our legacy building. What we're building legacy for, what, who, well, depending on where it's at happening in your chart, you want to see where this Aries, which house Aries is in. Because again, the sun, the Cassimi in the heart of, is illuminating not only spiritual maturity, but Saturn is asking us to take what? Responsibility for our spirituality, for how our connection to our divine nature, whatever that it may be. And so anything that's been false, anything that's been like a false overlay or a false narrative that we've been, again, constructing in the unconscious realms, this is Pisces, wants full illumination, because it's happening what? In Aries. Aries is about, it's the first sign of the zodiac. It's called a cardinal sign. So cardinals usually want to take action. They want to initiate something new. This very much isn't about an initiation process, but we have to see clearly where we have been under falsities, false dialogues, false programming, false belief systems. All that has to be illuminated during this Cassimi period. And with the light is balanced of light and dark, then we're able to see clearly where we've been out of balance, right? So it may not be an easy time period right now, as what's being brought to light is really showing us where maybe we have been holding on to certain, again, belief systems that we really need to let go so we can make room for new, more constructive, more harmonious ways of seeing this world. And so it's a process. Again, it's dissolving and then rebuilding at the same time. We're also in the year of the fire horse. So this is also about taking charge, right? Taking action. Aries wants to initiate something new. So if you can release what you think you know and hold on to beliefs lightly, because again, this reality is dissolving away before our eyes, real time. So even, what you think you know about this reality, you may not know. And that's okay. This is an unlearning to relearn process, especially just coming out of this retrograde in Mercury and Pisces. So now that that's going to be moving forward, Jupiter's moving forward now in Cancer, which is also trining the North Node energy. So this is about really reflecting on inherited patterns of not only belief, but behaviors, ways of identifying with, reality that we learned from our mom and dad and that they learned from mom and dad and so on and so forth. This is very much an inherited belief system. So we're the generation here, whatever age group you're in, if you're here in this reality, you've chosen to be here during this time period to bring full illumination to what? To a new truth, to a new system, to a new way of interacting with your reality, a new foundational principle based on divine intelligence. We're learning to transcend belief, and we're stepping into knowing. And sometimes that can be confusing, right? Because our cognitive dissonance sometimes wants to hang on to old belief systems because that's how we feel safe, right? Well, think about traditions, right? For my own example, what I'm thinking of is I really don't want to celebrate Christmas anymore because I've known that Santa is false and that whole Santa program, it's just such a BS system. And I know that moving forward, I don't want to celebrate Christmas anymore. I like the spirit of giving, but I don't want to have to relegate that to that time period, doing this whatever sacrificing trees. And I don't know. I don't want to pay that forward. I don't want to continue that inherited process anymore. Right. So it can be challenging because a lot of us, Christmas is a thing, man. We get together with family. We do the whole, lights, camera action, Santa with kids and all that. And so what I'm saying is I don't want to participate in that anymore, but I still want to be connected to my family. I still want to be connected to the universe, to people around me, but I don't want to celebrate in that way. So how does that look? I don't know. I haven't relegated that yet. I haven't figured it out yet. I just know that it just doesn't serve anymore to keep perpetuating the lie. Santa's not real, right? I just don't want anything that's not real or that's false. I want it to drop away. Even if it's years and years and years and years and years of programming, indoctrination. This is what our family does. This is how we celebrate. So this is where it's time to get, be that Aries, be strong, be bold, be that, spiritual monk. And if you have to go against the grain with your family and say, listen, I don't want to celebrate Christmas anymore because I really don't believe in the whole process, the whole, indoctrination of what, Christmas meant. Can we change something up? Can we do it different? Can we celebrate differently? Right. And you might have to be the change agent in your family. You might have to be the black sheep, if you will, that does things different and goes against the grain of your own family. And that could be very challenging. But this is also what we're being called to step up, Saturn, and to be the more mature versions of ourselves. And so it might have to go against what your family and what, your ancestors did to celebrate these certain, rituals, we'll just say, right? So this is something to be considered over the next few days as we're celebrating this equinox energy and wherever you are in the world celebrating this. Again, I'm in the Western Hemisphere in the United States, so it is the vernal equinox here. It's the springtime, if you will. And the opposite end of the world, it's going to be the winter time. So you're going to be inverted there. It's kind of interesting that we're all experiencing these realities a little bit differently, depending on where we are, longitude, latitude, right? In this polarized energy. So this is just a reminder to make you aware of what this Cazimi is. If you've never heard of what a Cazimi is, again, it means in the heart of. It's when the sun is conjunct or next to a planet, where the sun is going to bring illumination into whatever these planetary energies are, whatever planets are being in the heart of or right next to the sun. And over the next few days, it's going to be right next to Neptune, which is our spiritual planet. And it's going to be next to Saturn, which is our planet of responsibilities, our taskmaster, what we're here to learn, what we're here to implement for the long term. So I would invite you during this time period to meditate, go out in nature, you know, be with the nature elements, be with the sun, meditate into your highest expression. What's the new vision that's being called in through you, to be expressed through you? What responsibility are you being asked to take for the long term? Your legacy building, what does that look like? Do these old structures, these old beliefs, these old paradigms have to die off first for something to be like I'm thinking like a new scaffolding, right? So the old scaffolding of your thoughts, your beliefs, they're dissolving, but simultaneously there's a new scaffolding being rebuilt by the sun. The sun is, to me, is data, it's information, it's light. It's illuminating what wants to be built through us, by us, for us, and for the collective humanity, right? But it's got to be new, because Aries wants something different. We can't do the same old, same old. So figure out, Aries is also about your passion. What are you passionate about? What ignites you? What jazzes you up? Whatever it may be. Even if you're judging it and say, "Oh, I can't make money off of this," or "I can't," don't worry about the money. Follow your passion, because right now we're looking for authenticity. Humanity is attracted to and drawn to authentic beings. And so whatever your authentic expression is, please go do that. That's what the world needs more of. We don't need more falsity. We don't need more false overlays or old paradigms. Again, that's dissolving. So step into the new, step into what feels good. Again, this is about feeling. Pisces, you got to feel your way through it. And then let Aries inspire you. Let this heart of the sun ignition show you what new dreams want to be birthed through you, and what new actions, again, long-term, sustainable, Saturnian legacy building wants to come through you, not only for yourself, but all of humanity, your family, your inheritance. What do you want to leave as your inheritance in this world? And it might be something you've never thought of before. You might be illuminated into a path that you may have never even considered. And that's okay. This is the time that things are dissolving so that things can be rebuilt. And so let the universe surprise you. Let the sun surprise you. Let this new energy and frequency, really ignite your passion by dropping any old false paradigms of who you used to be, who you thought you were. All that's dissolving anyway. So this is just an invitation, first of all, to understand what a Cazimi is. Again, it means it's in the heart of, to understand some of the language of astrology, and just really, over the next 3 days, give yourself time to get into yourself, to figure out what it is that you really want to do, how you want to express yourself, be with the energy, and just see what ignites you. See what feels fun. And if it doesn't feel fun, don't do it. It's something as simple as that. It's primordial. If it doesn't activate you, I call it a toe curler. If it doesn't curl your toes thinking about doing it, then don't do it. It's just kind of a waste of your time. Again, Saturn, the most valuable resource you have is your time. You can always get money back. You can always get things back. But the one resource you can never get back once it's spent is your time. So the sun is asking you right now in this Cazimi process between now and the 23rd, 24th, 25th, right? Ask yourself, am I doing what jazzes me up? If I knew this was my last day on earth today, would I still be doing what I'm doing right now? And have a truth serum moment with yourself, because again, your time is your most valuable resource. So spend your time doing what you love. Spend your time being in that impassioned state, because that's what this world needs more of. More genuine, connective, real conversations, real authentic beings. We need you. I need you. We all need you here. So go do what you love. Utilize the energy. It's like riding a wave, right? It's like a surfing, learning to surf this current. And this is a very rare. This is again the beginning of the vernal equinox. This really is the new year, the beginning of the new year if you're following the seasons. So happy new year. We got this. Figure out, actually, you don't have to figure out. It's coming in anyway. Go get some sun. Let Neptune come in, let Saturn come in, show you the new dream that wants to be dreamed and birthed through you, and let Saturn show you where you're going to have the structure, where you're going to have the legacy building. Check out to see where Aries is in your chart and where this vernal equinox is coming through, because that's what's going to show you, give you a little bit more insight into where these energies might be affecting you. And of course, you want a chart session, please reach out. Check out the links in my bio. There's also free information. There's a free 101 PDF if you're learning astrology. It's just my gift to you guys because astrology is a language. It's a way to express yourself and to express the energies. And so, yeah, if you're wanting a chart session or any kind of free content, just check out the link in my bio. And again, we got this, soul fam. Thank you for connecting. Happy vernal equinox. Happy Cazimi with Neptune and Saturn between now and the 25th. This is a potent period. So, yeah, go get some sun codes, see what new architecture, which new scaffolding wants to come through you. Let it ignite you and have fun with the process. All right, guys, so much love. Mwah. I'll see you next time.